Hello, I'm Brenda. We will be showing you some dramatic historical films for you to see what needed to change.
No segregation, no segregation. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free and be free. No more dogs, no more dogs, no more dogs, no more biting me, please bite.
Images from the past, but not forgotten. Hello, I'm Jeremiah. Now we'd like to go over a brief history of America's civil rights movement, a difficult and too often deadly period for African Americans. Although blacks had suffered since slavery, it was time for a change.
Hi, I'm Christiana. Despite the violent treatment, those involved in the civil rights movement followed a strategy of nonviolence, with groups like the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, primarily made up of college and high school students. Still, their efforts were met with all-out resistance.
Hi, I'm Kanesha. The mood in the black community was about to change. On December 5, 1955, Rosa Parks left work and boarded a bus for the ride home. She sat just behind the section marked whites only. Soon the bus was full. 2 white men boarded, and the blacks, as required by law, were told to move to the back of the bus. Rosa Parks refused. She was thrown in jail.
Hi, I'm Jawan. Although there have already been countless blacks who resisted segregation and discrimination, some say Rosa Parks' publicized action marked the beginning of the civil rights movement. Blacks boycotted the segregated bus service, which was declared illegal by the U.S. Supreme Court.
Hi, I'm Shernija. The High Court also had ruled in the case of Brown versus the Board of Education that segregated classrooms were unconstitutional. Blacks also demanded access to the political process because African Americans were denied equal voting rights. Protest marches were organized by blacks, but their efforts were met with violence.
Hello, I'm Davier. Marchers for voting rights were victims. They were attacked by Alabama state troopers. Police surged forward with billy clubs swinging. Blacks were beaten down, and horses were galloped into the marches. Canisters of tear gas were fired into the chaotic scene. Nearly 80 marchers were treated for fractured skulls, broken ribs, head gashes, and various other injuries at the local hospital.
I'm Marlon. Local authorities took violent action when more than 1,000 youngsters marched. They were met by a wall of Birmingham police, firemen with high-pressure water hoses, and snarling attack dogs. The firemen aimed their powerful water hoses at the demonstrators, blasting them to the ground, knocking them senseless, ripping off their clothing. The dogs clawed, grabbed, and bit. Drenched and bleeding, the marchers broke rank and fled. Through it all, reporters and photographers documented the Birmingham Police and Fire Department attacking children. The face of Southern racism was being revealed.
I'm Dia Marvelous. Blacks are trying to desegregate public facilities and stop the practice of not allowing blacks to sit and eat at lunch counters. There were countless of arrests by the authorities in charge, with whites encouraging violence. During a bus ride through the South, some of the Freedom bus riders were even killed. Now, although there are many black leaders, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stood out.
But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. And I don't mind.
Hi, I'm Ayana. Dr. King advocated nonviolence when faced with racism, and he was fighting for the poor when his dream was cut short.
I'm Jamon. On Thursday, April 4th, 1968, King was in Memphis preparing for yet another march. At 5 o'clock, King and another minister stood on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel, waiting to go to dinner. Suddenly, a shot rang out, and King's men turned to find their leader had fallen. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was pronounced dead at the age of 39.
Hi, I'm Timothy. It seems the civil rights movement was a long time ago, yet the hope remains that history does not repeat itself. Don't discriminate against others.